Ministry of Education had decided to ban my novel from the high school curriculum. The name of the book is Gader Chaya in Hebrew. It's Border Life in English. It will be published sometime not yet known this year by Random House America. And hopefully you'll be able to see what it's all about. It's very gentle, very intimate kind of writing that was exposed to very, maybe, a different terminology of politicians, that they speak in very, in a different language than us writers, who aim to be precise, and they aim to be direct. And their greasy language, that was something I was I was confronting with. The book is about two youngsters from the Middle East, two intellectuals, one scholar and one artist. They meet in New York, and they spend a whole winter together creating for themselves an option for a dialogue. It's a love story, but it's also more to do with one exploring its own self-identity.
And one important piece of their identities is that she is a Jewish Israeli from Mizrahi background, and he is a Palestinian. Once it was decided that the book is not suitable for kids to study in schools, I imagine that destroyed all sales and no one ever went near your book ever again.
I guess the irony is clear. This decision to ban the book from the high school curriculum had sent my book back to the bestsellers list after it was sold in Israel for 30,000 copies. It had went out of the list, and then by this decision, I gained back a whole new wave of readers who weren't familiar with my work. So I was blessed by this decision of Ministry of Education. And yes,
I understand that Chayuta was really hoping to get on the list herself.
No, I hope you understand that each and every writer in Israel, in their own Facebook page, called Naftali Bennett, the Minister of Education, please ban my book too.
The ladies in the Ministry of Education who read the book, who had decided to exclude it from the curriculum, those I'm grateful for, because they really explored the book in a very emotional way. They really experienced the miracle of literature. They identified with my characters. They felt for them so much that they said to themselves, oy vey, if I fall in love with these characters, with this Arab character as the heroine does, it might happen to the young girls in Israel that they read the book and they run off to find themselves an Arab lover. So the the reason to exclude the book, to ban the book, was for it might encourage assimilation.
When Dorit talked about that it confused Guardian readers, it confused left-wingers because they weren't sure whether the book could be fitted into this box or fitted into that box.
So you're asking about the book or about what happened inside the book?
Actually, whichever you'd like.
Okay, outside the book, no. I was hoping to get more hard criticism, but no, it was accepted very.
That would have helped sales, wouldn't it? If
okay,
people
yes,
hated it more.
as we talked before, yes. But inside my main character, Uzziah, is a columnist, and her editor tells her once, someone told me that you should get a supervision, a rabbinic supervision about what you write, because you write about Aggadic issues, Aggadah. She writes songs being inspired from Aggadah, from Aggadat Chazal.
From Midrash.
From Midrash and Aggadah, yes, legend of sages, yes, legend. And they don't like the way you do it more, too much, erotically sometimes, too much whatever. So this, actually it really happened. I mean, the background of this story, when I worked as a journalist I was an editor of the literature section of the paper. I got such a...
What kind of population was the paper aiming at?
If we speak about myself, it was a religious, but Zionist religious, not the ultra-Orthodox, but more pluralistic community, a Jewish community, religious community. But it was just, it was more than anecdote. We both laughed, me and the editor. He was very, הוא נתן לי גיבוי.
He backed you up.
He backed me up. So it's not about, I believe my book is not about criticism. It's more about not being able to listen to different opinions, to different groups, to the different ways that different groups look at the problem at the Jewish society in Israel, and everyone have the solution, the one and only solution they know, and they try to enforce or להכריח to make the other think the same. Sometimes they do it with violence. So I think this is my book is about.
There's a quotation from the book when there's the subject of the love of Uzziah, the main character. He writes an article which greatly moves the main character in the book. This is written by Avraham, and so this quotation refers to the article that he wrote just before the disengagement from Gaza. The article addressed the Israeli reality on the eve of the disengagement from Gaza and compared it to the period of the destruction of the temple. He talked about the inability to hear other voices, about a spiritual dictatorship that was common to all sectors of society. Quote, "If I hear a different voice," is a quotation from the Piyut, wrote Avraham, "is the Lord's threat spoken from the throat of the tyrant, the same Roman Caesar who threatens to return the world to chaos if anyone disagrees with him." And then this would be the key line: "The way to repair the world, to repair ourselves, is to reject that Roman emperor inside each one of us. Our repair is in making different voices heard, in listening to them."